And welcome to the Multinational Football League. The Desperatos and the Pioneers go at it in a divisional showdown. Man, this one is going to be great. We have a bunch of guys on the Desperados side that genuinely can wreak havoc on the ball. I mean, you're talking about a Mr. Irrelevant Brock Purdy. You know, you got Fred Warner on defense, which is also insane. But on the other side, I mean, you got to look at this. You have an experienced quarterback in Stafford, Puka Nacua, you know, your Cooper Kupp, Jared Verse, who was very good. So we'll see where this one takes us. I actually finally have a commentator for this one, and it is none other than Ice himself.
Yeah.
All right, there's his little catchphrase. All right, here we go. We're about to get into this one. No long intro, because that's just how exciting this game is. Let's get it. Omaha will go ahead and kick this one off to the visiting team in Desperados, of course. And not a bad little stop on the special teams side for the Pioneers, as Brock Purdy talked about him pregame. Let's take a look. 35 for 46, 332 yards, 4 touchdowns, has not made a mistake. That has resulted in the other team getting the ball. Of course, we're talking interceptions. So the Pioneers will be looking to force that. Meanwhile, Brock Purdy's going to take it himself on the first play.
Wow.
Fumble.
Oh.
It's up for grabs. Pioneers get it. We just talked about how good the defensive side was for the Desperados. We weren't expecting a Brock Purdy keep, first of all. And second of all, we weren't expecting this quick of a turnover made by the Omaha Pioneers. A very good start to this game, as Matt Stafford coming out now. We'll take a look at his stats. 40 for 61, 522 yards, 4 tutties, and 3 INTs. Looking to stay on a positive ratio with that, as they're already knocking on the door of the red zone with a fumble recovery. The handoff here, it's going to reach 3 yards. We see the run game starting off for the Omaha Pioneers, so it's always good to see. And of course, that defense working well as well. Stafford gonna throw, it's picked off.
Wow.
He's got a chance.
Oh,
He's to the 50,
gone.
40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10,
Yep,
5,
gone.
touchdown Albuquerque. The Desperados and Renardo Green. What an interception, and more importantly, what a return. The intended receiver was Cooper Kupp, and it's just jumped on, and he runs all the way. He might still be running. 6-0, pending the extra point, it'll be 7. As that kick is up and good, the defense redeeming what happened earlier, and now Stafford's got, yeah, he's just showing you the turf, I guess. I don't know exactly what's going on there, as Albuquerque will kick this one off now. And, man, what a defensive difference, man. You've got, oh, hold on. That was some shifty work by the Pioneers returner there, as Stafford makes his way back out onto the field after a not-so-good start to this game for certain. Stafford drops back, looking to throw. He's got a little extra pressure. He's going to fire over the middle. He's got Puka Nacua. And he's going to be up past the 50 to the 49. First down, Omaha. Now Stafford goes under center. Looks like single back. They'll go play action. Stafford launches the deep ball. Double coverage, it's caught inside the 10-yard line. And uh-oh, Nakua's having some problems. Uh-oh, that is not good for the Rams whatsoever. Or the Rams, yeah, I'm thinking about the past franchise. The Pioneers.
Hmm.
Certainly not looking good there. They'll have their backup receiver in. Stafford goes the short way, and it's almost a touchdown, only a yard away. Renardo Green with the tackle. Can he make some magic work here? We don't know. We'll find out in just a second. Stafford going under center. Handoff. Dives. Touchdown. The Pioneers go right back at him. Williams gets his first touchdown of the game over a very good linebacker in Fred Warner. That's the man he knocked down in order to get into the end zone. So that's definitely going on a highlight reel, if not only for the touchdown, but especially knocking over Fred Warner like that. So some huge plays already being made, and we're not even a quarter of the way into this first quarter. It's only been 3 minutes, and it feels like an entire game's worth of action and just 2 touchdowns. Brock Purdy coming back out after a fumble. Defense gives him 7, and we'll see what he can do for this. No passing and no total yards for the Desperados, as they'll actually hand it off to CMC this time. It's going to be 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Purdy with 2 backs in the backfield. McCaffrey's going to get it. McCaffrey going to the outside, and he's got a first down. 15-yard return there, or a 15-yard rush, excuse me, as it'll be 1st and 10 at the 48. Purdy, and off to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's going to go to the midfield straight, 2 yards. Partner, I mean, this game has been absolutely incredible right out the gates. What do
It
you
really
think?
did. The friggin' defense might honestly be the big factor for both these teams, honestly. So
Like that,
far, oh,
CMC runs a man over.
McCaffrey.
Way to get forward, and CMC experiencing some
My
pain. We don't know
goodness.
what's going on with him. He gets up, though, on his own. That's good. Returns back to the huddle. 3rd and 2. 44-yard line. Purdy, handoff to the opposite running back.
Oh,
What a physical step. Ooh. Desperados get a first down at the 35. I hope that's on a highlight. That was
should
insane.
be, at least.
This game going to have tons of highlights the way I'm talking right now. Purdy in an empty formation. He's going to have a 4-yard dump pass pretty much there to the 31-yard line. Spates getting on it. 2nd and 6 at the 31. Purdy, handoff. McCaffrey will almost have a first down. Only 5 rushes so far. He's got 32 yards out of it. Certainly a good stat line to have just in the first quarter, so we'll see what happens here as this game develops. CMC will have a first down at the 24.
With such ease, too.
Yeah, I mean, not really any competition pass there. Of course, it was 3rd and inches, so they can't be like right up on him. But still a good effort nonetheless. Potential blitzing here. They will blitz the linebacker. Purdy's going to do an excellent job at just chucking this one away. 2nd and 10 at the 24 now. Brock Purdy. Motion to CMC. He's going to become a receiver. Purdy looking to throw. He's got it in contested coverage. 3rd 2. Purdy making just the right amount of plays right now. If they could convert here, they are inside the red zone with a fresh set of downs. So we'll see what happens here. Pass is caught by George Kittle. Kittle's inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. First down, Desperados. 1st and goal here at the 9-yard line. A huge opportunity here for Omaha. Or Albuquerque, excuse me.
George Kittle is not one of the best tight ends in the league, to be honest with you, and a cool dude.
Pass is caught right
And that's a
there, I
gain of
believe.
4.
That's Debo Samuel.
Yep, the
And
good
it'll be
old
second
boy
and goal.
Debo.
Handoff
And I'm
here
not
to
talking about Debo
CMC.
from Friday.
Near the goal line. He could have rushed forward, but probably not a good idea, especially for his fantasy managers. They definitely want him to get in here, though. Third and goal. McCaffrey!
Ooh.
Touchdown! Desperatos have their first offensive touchdown of the game. CMC getting in there for the touchdown. What a game so far, just for the Desperados and the Omaha Pioneers. I mean, this has been an incredible, partner.
Yeah, he was like a boulder, like falling off a friggin' mountain or something, bro. Like he just came falling into the end zone. Look
Some
at that,
good at
7 minutes on the clock it took there. That is honestly kind of insane that some of these drives take like 7 minutes too. Good clock management there.
good analysis, partner. 14-7. Pioneers will receive this one inside the 5. And they've got another little nifty return to the 31. And now we'll look at Puka Nakua. It seems like he's coming back out. 14 receptions, 218 yards, 1 touchdown on the season throughout 3 weeks. So fans
Yeah,
may
it's
be
not too
expecting
bad.
more, but that's still not bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's not the worst. I mean, I think they're looking more
Stafford
for
with a
touchdown-wise.
medium-sized
They
throw. It's
probably
going to be a
want more
first down.
touchdowns. Yeah, they probably want more like touchdowns for him. Like, I don't think they're liking that one touchdown.
Yeah, 1 touchdown throughout, what is it now, 3 weeks of ball. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
exactly looking good on the resume. Up
it
in the
really isn't.
motions. Stafford went under center
And,
there.
oh,
Williams is going to get tracked.
that's a gain of
It's
1
going to be
there.
second and 9. 47-yard line now for the Pioneers here. Handoff. And that's going to be 2 yards. 3rd 7. So now a challenge here on 3rd 7. Who can get the better of... I'll hit you with this one. Who's got more willpower on this down? Stafford with an empty backfield. Throws! It's incomplete. Good pass break up there from, I believe that's Charvarius Ward. And Stafford goes for Atwell there. He just can't hold on. Good physical play made right there. Results in 4th down and the first punt of this game coming within the final 30 seconds of this game. Can you believe that?
I can't really at all, partner.
Yeah, it's been insane throughout this one. As it'll be 1st and 10 at the 15. 21 seconds left on the clock in what has been an incredible first quarter. 4 yards on the gain there, and McCaffrey having some trouble. He's still up and good. And they will not run another play. So Albuquerque starting off with some fireworks. But first of all, let's not forget that Brock Purdy fumble
Oh,
and that Renardo Green pick 6 to start us off. I mean, that was incredible. Great
it
sequence of
really
events
was.
there.
You wanna know something
Possible
crazy?
blitz
That
here.
Alright, after this play, I'm gonna tell you something crazy here.
All right.
After this
Purdy
play.
over the middle. He's got Debo. It's
Alright,
going to be a first down.
nice. I'm about to break the fourth wall here, but this is about baseball. I did not notice that today, and yes, I'm a Tigers fan, that 2 games are being played
Blue.
today. Anyways, McCaffrey's right there.
Purdy
He's looking to run around.
throws. It's
Ooh,
knocked
dropped it.
out. Ooh. Tough to
Wow.
hold on to that ball, especially if you're not familiar with the position, as it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line. And now Purdy motioning the backup tight end. Purdy going to get this one out quick to, I believe that's Kittle. 3rd 6 now at the 31. Definitely a challenge here for the team. We'll see if they can pull it off. Right here, right now. Purdy looking to
Oh,
throw. Goes, and it's batted
oh, wow.
down. Pioneers would have really loved an interception right there. Better to just get them off the field here and conserve your time in the second quarter because, I mean, let's be honest here. They can mount an offensive drive. We've seen them do it in the first little drive they had after the pick six, of course, but we all got to start somewhere, and we see an injury for the Desperados here. It's going to be on their line. Not a good start here.
Really not a good start at all.
1st and 10 at the 20. Stafford. He's going to hand it off to Williams. Williams gets the outside. He's to
Ooh,
the 30, 35, and he's going to get to the 37. Nice little
I
burst
feel
there
like if
from
he could,
Williams.
I feel like if he could have juked that guy right there, he could have honestly had a little bit more yards. Like, look, he
Oh,
could have
yeah, he
probably
would have
tried
easily
baiting him and
had,
juked him.
give or take, 5, maybe 10 more yards just off of one juke. But always good to have that initial first down, partner, as we're
It
going to
really
see. I
is.
think that's Higbee in motion. Pass is caught. And 5 yards the gain. Atwell holding on to it. Makes it 2nd and 5 at the 42. An empty formation, 5 wide for the Pioneers. And Stafford is going to look to throw. Gets it past the sticks. And that's held on to. It's going to be a first down at the 48. First down here inside their own territory, still at the 48. Stafford getting some okay protection. Wasn't enough, though. Warner gets his final say on that as it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 48. Stafford, hand off to Williams. Williams gets some good blocks. It's going to be a first down and a little bit more after the contact. First down at the 39 inside Desperados territory. And this is what I was talking about earlier with, they didn't pick it off, but they certainly can mount an offensive drive. I mean, we've seen it time and time again. And honestly, this one's shaping out to be more like the Bulls versus Bison's game. And what a pass! First down at the 16. That's to Robinson for a first down. Inside the red zone. Great lead on that ball. That was
Wow.
one-handed.
One-handed, too.
Yeah, he caught that ball almost like you would see in one of the, little shorts or maybe even a TikTok, and that was almost a catch for Cooper Kupp. That would have been
That would have been
huge
dangerous.
for the Pioneers. Of course it would. They need to get past the 6-yard line to have a first down here. And he's going to go down for
Oh,
the first sack. Javon Hargrave taking him down. 3rd and 18 at the 24 now. Stafford, obviously in a little bit of a mismatch here. It's going to be 3rd and 18 at the 24. See how he stands up to the pressure. Empty set. Stafford looking to
oh
throw.
no.
He's going down
Oh,
once again.
wow, that might have just took him out of field goal range, maybe.
Injury time. Uh-oh.
Wait, injury.
Stafford's
Oh
heading to the
no.
locker room. Who do
No.
they have at backup?
Well, I guess we're not gonna find out.
We will find
maybe
out
until next.
here in a
Maybe until
few.
next drive.
This field goal going up, and it's
Ooh.
shanked.
Wait, no, no good.
Garoppolo is actually going to
Cardi.
come in.
Yeah,
You see the
Cardi
placeholder
might
there.
or placeholder.
Hey,
Oh
he was the
yeah,
placeholder there.
Garoppolo. I kind of forgot he was
McCaffrey
in the league, to
in
be
this
honest.
game, 9 rushes, 42 yards, a touchdown, and almost a 5 yards per carry. So pretty good for him to start off. And
Pioneers fans might attack me for that, but I honestly forgot he was even in the league there.
partner, this league
Anyway,
ain't big
Brock
enough
Purdy.
yet to have
It
fans, and that's
really.
picked off.
Oh,
We're going to see
Brock Purdy.
Garoppolo come out sooner than we thought. Christian Roseboom has it. Yeah,
Rose
it
boom.
was kind of weird to say that name with the Excitement there. Rose Boom with a
Nope.
booming play right there. An
Come on, Debo.
interception. Yeah, intended receiver was Deebo Samuel. And
Come on,
now it
Debo. You
is,
can't
in
let that
fact,
up.
Jimmy
Garoppolo.
Garoppolo coming out for the Pioneers. So an experienced vet, very good backup. We'll see what he's able to do here. He
Ain't
goes under
Matthew
center for his
Stafford not a
first
vet
snap of the
too?
game. Handoff, and it's a
Ooh.
nice little broken tackle there for Williams as Garoppolo is going to go under center once again. And they're going to run here. Going to be a yard. 3rd and 6. Williams having some trouble, but again, like most of the time, getting up there. 3rd and 6. Stafford looking to throw, and he is
Oh.
buried. It's not
Wait,
Stafford, it's
Stafford's
Garoppolo,
back.
excuse me.
Oh, Garoppolo. I was
My
about to say,
bad.
wait, Stafford's back? But yeah, I just noticed.
Garoppolo
I think
running
if you
off the
think about
field.
it,
Drake
Drake
Jackson
Jackson.
bringing him down. That was a hard hit, too.
I'm gonna just say this. I think the Pioneers might have, if not one of the oldest QB rooms of all time, due to age-wise. I believe. I'm not sure though. They might have an extra one more QB as a third stringer just in case.
And here is a
Ooh. Nope, down
masterful
to the
punt
20-yard
here.
line.
So, score still stays 14-7. So, the turnover not really mattering here at all. So, 1st and 10 at the 20. Purdy. Good protection. You got Kittle for 3 yards. And it's Spates getting on the hit there. 2nd and 7 at the 23. McCaffrey goes out wide. Empty set now for Purdy. Pocket breaking down, and he goes to the sideline where it'll obviously be incomplete. 3rd and 7. Not much scoring going on. Still plenty of action, though, here in the second quarter, of course, with turnovers and such. Purdy throwing. He gets it past the sticks. It's a 1st down, and that's Juice Check for the 1st down. Always like to call him Juice Check instead of Use Check
Boo.
because it's just easier to pronounce. It's his Instagram name if you want to go follow him, but that's how that's pronounced for me, at least. 1st and 10, Purdy throwing, passes caught. It's Debo for 7 yards. 2nd and 3 at the 41. And Purdy doing a very good job of managing the clock here. 4-man rush going down the field. It's incomplete.
Wow. Oh my god.
Trying
Brandon
to,
Ayuk.
yeah, trying
Wow.
to take the top off there on what was a very dangerous throw. Taking a risk right there, and Purdy going to line up for 3rd and 3. CMC is immediately met in the backfield and brought down. Great play right there by number 43. See him crash in right
Oh
here
my.
and just knock him to his feet. I believe that's Roseboom, the same guy that got the pick earlier.
Rose boom.
Yeah, heck of a last name, I'll tell you that much. Not
For
nearly
real.
as wild as some of these other guys, though, in the league. Is
We'll have the
gonna
minute
look
and 59 second warning.
2-minute warning, folks.
Like,
But yeah, it's more or less
basically a
what it
minute
is.
59.
Cooper Kupp with a
And,
one-handed catch and
oh,
all that just to get whacked.
Greenlaw.
Yeah, Drake Greenlaw bringing him down in the backfield there. Loss of 3 results in 2nd and 13. And now Garoppolo looking, drops back, fires, and it's Atwell. He won't have a 1st down, but he'll have 6 yards, which makes it a little easier here on 3rd and 7. Garoppolo with an empty set. They're going deep. He's incomplete. Oh, man. Very last minute play by that DB. Or Williams would have just been given the opportunity of a lifetime right there. 14-7. Still the score going inside of a minute and 10 to go as Brock Purdy will bring us right back out onto the field. A minute and 9 seconds to go until Ice takes over the halftime, and
Yeah.
that would be the first time he's done that in a while, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 24, though. Purdy. Play action. Goes deep. He's got Ayuk. It's going to be a first down to the 49 inside their own territory, and I imagine they want a little bit of hurry up. Not seeing anything, though, because we'll see a highlight first. Big throw down the field. Caught. Gets the separation, and honestly, if he turns on the Jets, he's gone. As it'll be 1st and 10. Still no huddle situation going on. Purdy. Gonna drop this one off to CMC. It's gonna be a first down. Timeout taken by the Desperatos. Clearly wanting to score now inside of 30 seconds. It would be a great time to do so. Take the 10-point lead going into half over your division rival. As this one is going to be brought to Debo. It's going to be a first down inside the 25. And I think they're just going to let the clock run down just a little more.
Yeah, to get that
Timeout
field
taken.
goal there.
12 seconds and field goal range. I imagine this next play will be a field goal. 14-7. Oh, hold on. They're going.
Well,
They're going to run one last offensive play, I think. Purdy. Throwing, and it's going to go out of bounds anyways. 2nd and 10. We'll see what the idea is now. Yep, they'll go ahead and kick the field goal. 39 yards out. Can they make it? Kick is up, and it's good. 17-7. Sorry for all the commotion in the background there. Albuquerque Desperados going up here, 17-7 in the final 5 seconds. So we're going to get a return to end our first half. Oh, actually, we're going to get a little bit of a kneel down.
Oh, and then kneel. Yep.
Yeah. Garoppolo is going to kneel us down. And going into the second half, we'll see what happens with Stafford. But until then, Brock Purdy, Desperados, up 17-7 over what was the Stafford-led Pioneers. Ice, take it away.
Alright, halftime report 17-7 ball game, as these defenses so far have been a non-stop wrecking crew. Anyways, we're going around the International League. We're going to look at some scores. 6-13, Redwoods picked up that dub against the Dragons to stay undefeated. Meanwhile, we're going down to good old Memphis. Louisville versus Memphis. 27-10, I was there. Witnessed that indeed. Will Levis had a really good first quarter and then collapsed. They won Steamers and the Brooklyn Blues 7-16, as Aaron Rodgers had a decent day. Not a bad day, but not much of a good day without no touchdowns or interceptions. Anyways, Matthew Stafford, there is so far, he might not come back to the game. We're not sure. But if you do not see him on the first drive or the first play in the second half for the Omaha Pioneers, that's probably where he's at. So halftime's over, second half. Here we go.
Thank you, Ice. Always a good halftime show, per usual. As it'll be 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. And now we're going to see Garoppolo starting off our second half. And it was this play right here, I believe, that knocked Stafford out. And then Garoppolo gets dropped at the midfield logo. Not been a good one so far today for the Pioneers. looking to get back on track here in the second half. Garoppolo. And a way
Wow.
inaccurate pass. Whoa. Higbee was the intended receiver. He threw it about 5 yards past him. 2nd and 10 at the 28 after a squirrely pass to start off. And Higbee going to be motioned to the outside. Looking to throw. He's going to hit Higbee this time. Not go 5 yards ahead of him. It's going to be 8 yards and 3rd and 2 coming up. 3rd and 2 at the 36-yard line. Handoff. Williams is not going to have a first down. Warner, as the celebration would suggest, I guess, burying him. As
Wow.
they'll just
Sean
go without
McVay.
the first down. Sean McVay
Wow. And
nearly
they're
had
not
it.
going for it.
Well, no, you're at the 38-yard
Oh.
line. I don't know why anybody would go for that. You have a chance for a TFL that ends up losing the entire thing and everything. So, Brock Purdy,
Only
he's been good in the first half. Plenty of action to go around for him, of course. CMC getting the touchdown, the only touchdown for the offense. Still only one touchdown on offense. 2 touchdowns if you combine defense and offense. So, big reason why they're looking at 3-0 right now at the start of the second half. Meanwhile, handoff to CMC. He's going to get forward for a gain of 4, 3rd and 5. So we could see a quick and easy 3 and out for the Pioneer, or the Desperados, as we've seen with the Pioneers, excuse me. Possible blitz incoming. McCaffrey going to go out wide. This guy's the coverage, and CMC will have our first down after a catch past the sticks. Spates with the tackle afterwards. Going to end up being 1st and 10 at 31. Play action. Purdy going right back to CMC, and it's like bread and butter this time. Not smeared quite enough. 2 yards. 2nd and 8. 33-yard line here now. Purdy is...
Oh.
Ooh, that one was close. He doesn't release that, and a second later, if he even tries to throw it, it's a fumble, and this time they could pick it up and go back to the house with it. So, not a good look there.
Gotta
3rd
be
and 8.
careful.
And pressure incoming. A nice little juke, but he stays right where he caught it, which will not be enough. 4th and 2 at the 39-yard line in their own territory. They're going to go ahead and punt. Reasonable decision there. The punt is up and away, and it'll hit near the goal line. 1st and 10 at the 20. Garoppolo has done less than expected, to say the least here. As they'll go play action here. Garoppolo gets it to Cooper Kupp, and he's slammed forward actually a couple of yards. So, taking the hard hit with a little grain of salt there. 2nd and 4 at the 26. Kupp gets the ball again. This time he's going back for a loss of 1. That's Francisco Lindor. Watch out on the top of the screen. Puka Nacua has come back into the game, and that looks like a good matchup. Nearly picked off right there. Happy to get away with a 4th and 5 and just have to punt this ball away, because that could have been a pick 6, and man, that would have put down the Pioneers pretty bad. Still a 17-7 ball game after all of that. Of course, with the 3 and out, and Brock Purdy coming back out onto the field. A little bit of stains on the jersey, so you know he was knocked down a few times on the last drive. So 1st and 10 incoming here at the 23. Motion to the receiver here. And CMC is going to be knocked down quite a while before that. Roseboom, number 56. I have to keep that in mind. Takes him down and going to end up being 2nd and 14 inside their own 20. Handoff. And it's going to the opposite back here. Not even going to try to pronounce that last name. All you need to know is it's number 31. 5 wide here on 3rd and 12. Purdy trying to avoid a 3-and-out. Throws. He's got the underneath route, and it's not going anywhere. Roseboom making another big tackle and getting chippy as he should. 4th and 3 at the 30. We'll go ahead and punt this one away. Understandably, neither offense has been able to move the ball, so now it's becoming a little bit more defensive in the second half. And man, what a great job on special teams there. The punt unit for the Desperados getting to him almost immediately, and Garoppolo in some danger here. 15-yard line. We've seen how the line has acted since he's been in the game, and remember, he got slammed quite a while ago, so don't know how far you want to take this here, as he'll go under center. Handing it off seems to be the good option here. It'll end up gaining them 3 and a little bit of breathing room. 2nd and 7 at the 18. Garoppolo looking to throw. Gonna get this one off to the side, and it's dropped. Great play by Green, as it'll end up being 3rd and 7. Another possible 3-and-out here. 2 backs in the backfield looking to throw. He's got the crossing route. It's caught. 1st down. Higbee and the Pioneers break the long streak.
Finally, the first 3rd down conversion that actually works.
Yeah. You ain't kidding, partner. It was a boring one trying to commentate that. Because, I mean...
I was yawning.
Yeah. Imagine you had to mute your mic for that one, but 1st and 10 at the 33.
I did as silent as I can, though.
Yeah, I gotcha. Higbee with another catch after the 1st down. He's going to get 7 yards here. Pretty good gain, and having to help lineman up after that one. That's McMahon.
Not Mr. McMahon. We don't talk about him. He's something else. Anyways.
2nd and 3. Garoppolo is going to bring a man in motion. It's Higbee. And they're going to go RPO. It's Puka Nacua on the sideline for the 1st down. 47-yard line, still in their own territory. Taking plenty of time off the clock as they go, however. And the Pioneers, if they could just set up a touchdown here or 3 points, I mean, either one goes a long way. Stafford going to hit the crossing route here, a little underneath. 3 yards, and it'll end up being 2nd and 7 at the midfield stripe. ISO formation here. Play action. Garoppolo. He's got the backup tight end. It's going to be moved to the 49 inside opponent territory. Gain of 1 makes it 3rd and 6. And now Garoppolo looking to throw, trying to convert once again. He's got Higbee once again for the 3rd down conversion. No 4th down conversion needed yet, of course. Dre Greenlaw and Higbee getting into it. After the tackle after that, obviously the trash talk is normal. Just as long as they don't get too physical, we're fine with it. Garoppolo, under center, handoff, and the 39-yard line is going to be the location of the final play if they run one here. And we will get a bleed clock. No play here. End of the quarter. The Desperados, the Pioneers, end off the 3rd quarter. Same score, 17-7.
And, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a defensive one in the third, hoping to light it up a little bit more. We've seen a little bit of an offensive explosion here from the Pioneers, and Garoppolo at the end of that third quarter,
Oh,
last drive of which, and it's going to be
that's a
third
loss of
and
4.
14. Great job by Greenlaw getting back there. Of course, that's Dre Greenlaw. 4-yard loss ends up being third and 14, like I said. Empty backfield here, about 5 wide. Garoppolo chucking the ball deep. Cooper
Ooh.
Kupp with a first down. Those third down conversions are
Wow.
coming in handy for certain. Garoppolo's been able to fit it in pretty much any time he needs here. First and 10 at the 26. Garoppolo handoff to Williams, and it's going to be a plus 1 yard gain here for Williams. So now Garoppolo set in the backfield with Williams. Williams going to shake off a tackle, and he's got about a gain of 5. It's going to be third 4. Inside the red zone, they've been converting third downs all along this drive. Can they convert another one? Motion to Puka Nakua. Snap made. Garoppolo chucks it end zone. Picked off.
Oh!
The Desperados say nada. Hufanga getting the INT. And Hufanga will end up causing the Pioneers to go out without a score here. Pretty good throw, just really good defensive work there
Man.
by the Desperados. Two
Both
backs,
QBs have been having struggling problems
handoff
today
to
here.
31 once again, and it's going to pick
Ooh.
up a first down. So he's been good at those little chunk plays when they need him. Of course, the Pioneers haven't expected him quite yet, so still adjusting to him as Brock Purdy with their first down at the 34 will get a 2-yard gain on the completed pass. It's Spates with the tackle, ends up being 2nd and 8. It's had quite a few tackles this game. It's certainly going to have to be a little bit more of a defensive effort, and that is great right there. 3rd and 10, 34-yard line, and now Desperados caught in a situation where they have to convert on 3rd down. Purdy, pass is caught. Ayuk for a first down. Inside enemy territory to the 42-yard line. Great gain right there. As Pioneers caught a little off guard there. Purdy gets hit after the throw. No flags. Doesn't matter, though. They pick up the first down nonetheless. 1st and 10 at the opposite side here at the 42. Handoff. And I believe that was Ayuk running the ball. That's a little interesting there. CMC back in the backfield here. Let's see what Purdy's able to do. 2 yards on the last gain. Purdy. Big throw. Pass is caught. First down at the 31. And that's how you want to manage these downs here. If Albuquerque could score here, it basically puts Omaha out of this game. So that's what you're looking to do if you're the Desperados. CMC going to pick up what looked to be a first down. It's going to be 2nd and inches. Knocking on the door of the red zone here. Empty set for the Desperados. Motion to CMC, looking to throw. Pass is caught. CMC on the end around.
Ooh.
Touchdown. Albuquerque.
The Desperados might have just sealed the game here.
They might have with a honestly brilliant play call here. Pioneers being really caught off guard with a bunch of these passes. A lot of what I would call trick play magic there. working in their favor, as it'll be 23-7. Pending the extra point, it'll be 24. Kick is up and good to make it 24-7, and the Desperados might have just sealed our game with a 4-minute, 9-second drive going 80 yards down the field in just 8 plays. So, an interesting game there, or an interesting drive, excuse me, for the Pioneers, as we'll get a return here at the 20, or here to the 26, and Garoppolo coming back. It's not been his game so far. They had that little bit of movement in the closing seconds of the third, starting in the fourth, and then they threw the interception to throw it all off, and I don't think they're going to get much else here. Injury timeout on the defensive line. It's not a good sign for the Desperados. 2nd and 10 at the 26. Garoppolo. Fake handoff. Looking to throw. He's going deep! Picked off!
Intercepted.
And
Yeah,
this
like
return,
Garoppolo.
he's still going. And they're going to be at the 45 inside enemy territory. Lenore with the pick.
Wow. Yeah, Garoppolo. I honestly don't think this guy is gonna be. If Stafford's gonna be out for a few weeks, I don't think he's gonna be their starter for much longer.
Robinson, you
Oh
see him here. He gets
my.
knocked straight on his back.
Mind you, throwing it into double coverage is not a good thing. Like, why do these QBs keep doing that? I don't know.
Well, I mean, you've seen it earlier, I believe, in the game. Threw it into double coverage, end up coming out with the ball. So maybe that's what they were trying to do right there. Repeat a little bit of that Stafford magic, as Kittle
Oh,
is actually going to get hurt here. That's not a good sign for the Desperados at all. Interesting hair choices, of course, for Kittle. As it'll be 2nd and 9 at the 44. We'll get checked up with him after the game. Meanwhile, CMC is going to pick up what's nearly a first down. 3rd and 1. 36-yard line.
I think it's safe to say
And
this game's over.
yeah, I
Just
think so
about.
too, partner.
I
Game
mean, it's
started
just
off
the
with some
Pioneers.
fireworks, and since then it's been all Desperados.
Yeah, the Pioneers
A
just
little bit of
gave
back and
up.
forth on the defensive game in the third, but
I think the
just when the
Pioneers.
Pioneers were going to make it close, it closed out on them. They're
Yeah,
down 3 possessions here. You got 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I mean, I just really don't think you could do that. If they can, all props to them, but I just don't think it happens.
I think the stat lines could be all Desperados too.
Yeah. 3rd and 3 here after the medium range pass there by Purdy. It's going to end up being, again, 3rd and 3 at the 28. Possible blitz coming here for the from the Pioneers. Motion
Oh, then
across,
send man motion. There we
looking
go.
to throw. Good protection. Pass is caught on the
Caught.
sideline by Ayuk, and it takes a little extra from the 2 guys who wrap him up to bring him down, of course, and they blow the whistle just a little bit before he can bring him down. And of course, if they hadn't have held him like they did, it would have been a bad situation, even worse situation for the Desperado or the Pioneers. But at this point, the Desperados have a 24-7 lead going into the 2-minute warning. I mean, I just don't think you really can, like, realistically get back on track, especially if you let up a touchdown
Oh,
right here. Have no clue what that was. I'll
just got
credit Curl
hit.
with the tackle. Gonna end up being 2nd and 11 at the 12.
All right.
A
Anyways,
minute and
with
20
more of that
seconds
back.
left in the game. Handoff. Blocks look good. CMC is going to get a gain of about 5. picks up 3rd 6 at the 6. So really just a goal line situation. 3rd and 6. Can the Pioneers stop a potential touchdown here? Purdy
Oh,
is going to chuck this one out of bounds. I kind of want to see him go for it here. I think that'd be a interesting play.
honestly, they should.
I mean, yeah, with
It brings
very
them to 6, but they're not.
to
They're
be
not
an
gonna do it.
experimental play to say the least, and they're not going to. They'll try to make this lead a little worse. 27-7
By
as the kick is up and
20.
good.
Oh, yeah, I feel that pain.
Yeah,
So
down
yeah,
by 20. And that's
27 to
exactly how the
7.
Pioneers should end off this game. And man,
It's
I
just
don't know. I thought it was
Garoppolo,
going to be a
man.
little bit better of a game. I mean, you've seen the start, right? I mean, I'm not hallucinating.
Yeah.
This game was good. And then it ends up forming up to be a disastrous game
Blowout.
for the Pioneers. Of course, Stafford obviously being a huge
Oh,
effect at that, and that sack nearly took us all the way down to time, and the Pioneers will call a timeout to prevent it. But at what cost? I mean, at that point, I feel like it's more of a pride thing. 2nd and 18 at the 21-second mark here. Garoppolo. Deep pass. It's caught. First down. Timeout
ooh.
taken. Omaha with one timeout left. Obviously, again, doesn't really matter. So if they even if they get a huge touchdown right here, right, it's not gonna
Yeah,
work
it's
out,
not.
and
It really
they'll
is
run
not
the
gonna
slip
matter.
screen knowing that. 5 seconds, timeout taken, and this will be their
Might go
last
for a Hail
hurrah.
Mary,
Second
maybe.
and 5 at the 10-second mark. Garoppolo with not so good protection, and he nearly gets
Got
sacked once
sacked.
again. 3rd down conversions here. Albuquerque is obviously leading in that aspect. 3rd and 5 at the
Like
44.
9.
Final play of the game. Garoppolo lets one rip. It's caught.
Oh,
Cup. Oh, man. He gets
ain't
tackled
gonna
out of
matter.
bounds at the 19. Doesn't really matter, though. 27-7. A little stat pad at the end for the Pioneers. But, man, this game was just not good for the Pioneers at all. A lot of potential injuries. The Desperatos coming pretty much unscathed. We don't know what happened to Kittle, but we imagine that, and we hope at least, that he will be back within just a week. Again, the inactives list will be out at the end of the week, of course, for all of you multinational football league fans. But we'll take a look here. Jimmy Garoppolo ends this game off. I just want to highlight him real quick. 0 touchdowns, 133 yards, 66.7% completion percentage, as Brock Purdy will actually end this one off. 1 touchdown, 223 yards, 71.9 completion percentage. And we'll dive into the player stats here. Brock Purdy actually ends off with a QBR of 88.4, 23 completions, 32 attempts, and a touchdown and an INT with that as well. 7 yards on average. Looks like his longest throw was about 27. Jimmy Garoppolo ends up finishing the day off 16 for 24. We obviously went over the yards, the completion percentage. Ends off the day with 2 interceptions, no touchdowns, and 5.5 yards on average. His longest of the game was a 37-yarder. Stafford, of course, is placed on IR. 61.6, 7 for 11, 117 yards, 63 completion percentage, no touchdowns, 1 interception, 10.6 average, and his longest was a 41-yard pass, hoping he's okay, of course. Christian McCaffrey is going to end up having 18 attempts for 52 yards. Kyron Williams, 13 for 54. Longest for both of those guys being 14 and 17. Isaac Jurendo. Sorry if I'm butchering that name horribly, but I mean, let's think about that one. Come on now. 5 attempts, 27 yards. Longest of the day, of course, being 14. Brandon Ayuk actually got a run. Longest of the day, of course, being 2 yards. It's only one run. Jimmy Garoppolo actually took off. He has -1 yardage. Brock Purdy tried to take off. Got caught at the line of scrimmage. That's only one time. And with these, we just highlight the best receiver, which looks to be Puka Nakua, and for the other side, Brandon Ayuk. And then now we're going to look for any possible injuries. Yep, George Kittle is placed on IR. So we'll see what happens with him. Kittle actually leads with 4 pancakes on the day, contributing hugely to them, as Dylan McMahon, not to be confused with Vince McMahon, is placed on IR as well. Kevin Dodson, of course, being at the end, I don't know what significance that was, but very good. Defensively, just trying to look for the injury reserve players. Nothing happening there. Okay, so with that being said, probably our shortest video in a while now.
Holy.
A blowout on the road for the Desperados to improve to 3-0. The Pioneers dropped to a dastardly 1-2, as we'll say so long from Omaha. Ice, anything to add before we leave?
I won the WinBet Sporting app. Let's go!
Okay, yeah, he got
And let's
his,
go Tigers.
okay. Ignore him. All right. See you later, guys. Peace.